Hey everybody, Jason here. Thought I'd take a few minutes today and show you my purpose-built laydown car. This is actually a B6D that was built with a laydown transmission from the rip and a bunch of option parts. So come on over, let me show you the car real quick, and then I'll share my thoughts about how this baby handles. Okay, so this is my B6D laydown car, and I guess we'll start off at the front. I'll tell you what, let's take the body off real quickly. I really like these bodies. And I guess let's just start up front, and I'll show you guys what's on the car. So basically we have carbon arms all the way around. So you can see there's carbon arms on here. There's these really nice J-Concepts finned titanium turnbuckles. This is a raw speed carbon fiber shock tower. We actually make these shock towers, and there's an extra millimeter of material above the eyelet. They're the same thickness as the original AE towers, but there's just a little bit of extra material. I guess we'll turn this so that you guys can see just a little bit better. We have the full aluminum steering rack, aluminum servo horn. This is a Spectrum 6240 shorty servo. Orion R10 Pro. This isn't the newest Orion, but it's just one that's worked really well for me. The antennaless electronics receiver, raw speed battery strap, Sure Speed, so Reedy battery, Sure Speed 17.5 is in here right now. And I want to say it's geared somewhere in the neighborhood of around 3069. And last but not least, I guess we'll show off the rear shocks. We have the Yokomo green rear springs. Same thing with the raw speed tower in the back with the extra material. This is a little part that I saw a couple of companies are probably going to start offering here in the future, but it's just a little thing I printed to hold the body, because when you trim the body, there's really nothing for the body to rest on back there. And last but not least, the real main change is this aluminum 25-gram C-block. I don't know, I didn't notice a huge difference when I actually added this, and it's something that I think probably makes a bigger difference running mod than it does running stock. But at our track right now, for the most part, it's really mainly stock racing. There isn't a big mod class, so I just haven't tried this car with a high-powered modified motor in it just yet, but I will here in the future. So anyways, that's my B6D with a laydown transmission. Okay, now that you guys have seen exactly what's in the car as far as like parts and stuff like that, I thought I'd tell you a little bit about the story. Basically, I built this car with a B6D set up right out of the box and just slapped a laydown transmission in there. And I took it to OCRC. Now I'll tell you, I really wasn't thrilled. I didn't really feel like the car steered as much as I thought it would. I didn't think that it had the rear grip, both forward and side bite, that I really expected out of the car. And I was a little bit disappointed, but obviously I did no tuning, no setup, no nothing. I just changed the transmission, and that's really not what was intended to happen by the engineers. So anyways, long story short, we brought it back to our home track, and I spent 2 solid days, I would say about 4 hours each day of just testing. Playing around with tires, playing around with weight position, weight distribution, things like that. Played a little bit with the roll centers, some shock package. By far, the biggest difference in this car was moving the shock tower to the front of the transmission and putting the shocks in the front of the rear arms. So that made an absolutely huge difference. There are a couple other things I want to play with. I want to play with the rear hinge pin location. I'd like to raise those up a little bit. I'd like to play a little bit more. I played a little bit with the rear camber link, and right now at 2 millimeters, it's really comfortable. At 3 millimeters, I didn't like it. I wanted to go down to 1 millimeter to see how that felt. I got a feeling that that's going to make the car even more locked in on power. But overall, I feel like the car's like 95% there. Now, when it comes to actually, comparing this car that has a very similar suspension, motor package, gearing package to my stand-up car, overall on the track that I'm about to show you guys, there's not a big gap. I mean, I would say the gap is, if anything, a couple of tenths. It's not a mile for sure, but there are really 2 main spots on the track. In fact, I'll show you right now. So this left-hander that heads into this right-hander, these are really the 2 corners more than anything where there's really a noticeable difference between a laydown car and a stand-up car. The laydown car, you just don't have to hustle. You just turn the wheel. It really, as long as the car is going the right speed, like the right amount of momentum for the grip and the radius of the corner, it's just in, out, and gone. Where the stand-up car feels like it just doesn't carry quite as much speed, and you kind of, if someone's behind you, you can get away, or if they're in front of you with a stand-up car, you got to be careful. You want to check up a little bit, because if they have to touch the brake at all to get that car to finish the corner, you will drive right through them. So not a huge difference, but I can see if you're on a really big track, a track like Leisure Hours back in Illinois, that's 125 by 65, or a place like OCRC that's a much larger track, I can really see a laydown really having a significant competitive advantage. With that said, if you're at a really small track that has like a lot of 180s and stuff like that, I don't know that a laydown is really going to give you that really distinct advantage. But Anyways, I just thought we'd take a few minutes. I'd show you this dedicated laydown car that I've been working on. I'm pretty happy with it. As soon as I have a full setup sheet filled out, I'll put a link down in the description, and I appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. I just want to say thanks again for watching my videos. I appreciate you guys watching. If you enjoyed this video, you'd be doing me a huge favor if you could either like, comment, or even better, subscribe. I post a lot of stuff on social media like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, stuff like that. So if you want to catch up with me, I'll post this stuff up for you, and you can come on over, add me as a friend, follow me on Instagram, and you'll be able to see things that just don't make it to YouTube. Again, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.
No.
No, you don't want to talk?
Okay, we can talk. It's my B6D. Lay down. We finally got it set up pretty solid. So zoom in a smidge and let's do this.
Jason Snyder. 15-6. 14-7.
Ready? Is it going?
Yeah, it's going. Are you going?
All right. All right, let's go.
$14-9. 14-5.
'I suck. I didn't have a 14.5.
Say that one more time.
Was it? You stopped recording, didn't you? Don't ever stop recording, ever.
I didn't stop. You're still recording.
Was it still recording?
Yep.
All right, let's do a couple more and then I'll let you drive it. All right, you want to drive it? Come on, you can drive it. You gonna show us how to do, what was my hot lap on video?
You did a 14.7?
5.
Oh, you did a 14.5? Okay, I'll do a 14.5.
Let's see what you got. Wah, wah. You want in on this?
Let me get the dead car and beat everyone's lap with the upside down radio.
All right, hand it over.
16-5. 14-8.
Oh, you blew out.
I only did a 14.7.
All right, let's see.
Upside down with the dead car now that they've been running for 20 minutes.
That hasn't been no 20 minutes.
You crashed like 15 straight, Jason.
I did not crash even one time.
All right, that's fair. Oh, you got me?
No, I don't got you.
Oh,
You
come
get yourself.
Dude, you guys are brutal. You got me. No, I don't got you.